Slightly different intro there today. I wanted with this guitar to just dial in a sound that I liked, throw on a loop and just sort of go through the different pickups and see what came out. So I hope that was okay, being a lot longer than the normal intros. But what is the guitar? This is a 2001 Samick made Epiphone Les Paul. So let's go over the spec and then I'll go over my thoughts about it and sort of touch on the rumours, or is it true or not that the older ones are better guitars. But up close, I think this is cool. You can see how it's sort of faded in its 21 years. Very, very nice clean condition all round, to be fair. Usual Epiphone ingredients though: mahogany body, maple cap with the veneer on the top. I'll just show you the back there as well. It is fantastically clean. It was very, very neglected when I found it, but it's come up lovely. Rosewood fingerboard, being an older guitar, which is always nice to see. The neck carve, it is quite slim, but it is a uniform C, none of that flat D stuff that we got later on the range. And just show you the headstock there as well. These tuners feel great to use. They feel very similar to my Goto ones. They're not, but they're, you know, I've had no issues at all with them tuners, even on the G string. I'll just show you the serial on that there, so you know it is a Samick made early Epiphone. These pickups, I believe they were using Alnico Classic Pros at the time, and then usual sort of controls again with your three-way switch there. So before we get on to the sound demos of this guitar then, let's just touch on you know, the whole are the earlier ones better thing. And in general, and I'm basing this based on, I've lost count of how many different Epiphones and different models from different times that I've had now come through and be on the channel. But I think if you're buying an Epiphone Les Paul and you've already decided you're going to take out the pickups and pots and find your own that you like and, you know, put the best in it, I do think that you're better to get an earlier one like this, a Samick or a Usung, than a new one. But there's only a few small reasons for that. One of them is more of a trivial reason. So on the earlier ones, and this includes the later China ones as well, you did get much more choice of tops and colours, and actually I think that a lot of them were better looking than the newer ones. You know, I've seen some of the lemon bursts that are just like Peter Green's, and they're still veneers, but you know, from a visual point of view, I think that on an older one you've got more choice, more colours than the current offerings. Smaller things again, like still getting rosewood instead of the modern replacements. And then this really only applies to the before the recent revamp, but the neck carve, you know, that other than certain models, that Slim D that they went to, for me is the worst neck carve on any guitar ever. I think it's horrendous, whereas this is just a uniform C shape. So I think, like I said, if you're buying with a view to upgrade, you should probably seek out an older one. It probably will be better for you. That being said, if you just want to buy an Epiphone Les Paul and leave it as it is, you just want a good one, I think that the pickups and electronics are actually worse on these older ones. Not by loads, but I think they got better as the Pro Buckers came in, as the different signatures came in, like the Tribute, 1960, things like that. And especially now, the new ones where you're getting CTS pots pretty much as standard, Gibson pickups on things like the 59 and the 61 Epiphone SG, you know, that sort of thing. So I think if you want to buy one and just leave it alone, and you like the modern finishes, I actually think you're better to get a modern one. So, you know, if you've got any specific questions about old versus new, the differences and stuff like that, let me know down below, and I'll sort of do my best to answer them, because it's not as straightforward as the older ones are better at the end. It's, you know, there are variables to it, like there are with all guitars. Because I think these older pickups, especially when you drive a bit more gain on them, they just sound a little bit flat, like you've got the tone rolled off a little bit. And, you know, bear in mind, I'm comparing that to, you know, a really great set of Les Paul humbuckers. These are budget guitars at the end of the day. They're not going to be 100% perfect. The only other difference I would say that is probably accurate about the older ones is that things like the fretwork were definitely more consistent on the Yusung and Samick made ones. But these are things that if you're buying from a shop, the dealer can fix and get right, and you'll never have an issue. You know, it's not like you're going to have frets falling out of them or anything like that kind of thing. So yeah, that's my quick sort of opinion on the old versus the China versus the newest ones. And like I said, if you have any specific questions, because it's a lot to sort of talk through, then let me know down below. So we'll get on to the sound demos just now. Maybe you'll hear what I mean about the slight sort of tone rolled off kind of effect you get with the older pickups. I think they were Alnico Classics back then on these. The Pro Buckers I don't think had come around yet on these earlier ones. But yeah, links to this guitar down below. It does come with an old hard case as well, which is pretty cool. And let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next video.